You've got to spend your money because we only live once. Yan ang sinasabi ng karamihan sa atin dahil ayaw natin mag-save. Alam naman natin na if we really want it, if we really want to save, we can do so. Dahil kahit gaano man kaliit ang ating income, ay kung gustuin talaga natin mag-save, ay makapag-save tayo. So in today's video ay pag-uusapan natin kung paano tayo makapag-save and also kung what are the ways that we can save money. Hi guys, this is Rowena and in our channel, I talk about personal finances and also living in Canada in general. So, why do we need to save? First of all, we need to save so that we have some money in case of emergency. For me, that is the most important aspect of saving money. So that if we have emergencies coming into our life, hindi tayo magkandara pa kung saan tayo kukuha ng pera na panggastos. Dahil pag wala po tayong pera na nakalaan for emergencies, ay mangungutang tayo. That is very basic na kapag may emergency tayo, since we cannot say later na, bukas na, next week na. So, we have to get the money right away. And what are the ways so that we can get the money right away? Utang, diba? That is very basic. Another reason to save is for debt reduction. Para in case may mga utang tayo somewhere else, ay ma-fully paid natin ng mas maaga kesa sa maghintay tayo ng year or years to come para ma-fully paid natin. One example is credit card. So, if you have a credit card, instead of paying minimums every month, is babayaran natin siya ng maybe 50% or even if fully paid natin siya every month kung meron man tayong nagamit sa ating credit card para hindi tayo magbayad ng interest. Because as I've mentioned many times in this channel guys, credit card has an interest of about 19 to 25%. Can you imagine that guys? That is a lot, especially if you have a bigger amount na nagamit sa credit card. Another reason to save is for legacy planning. What we're doing in this aspect is that nagsisave po kami ng pera so that we can buy, for example, a property. And that property will be handed on to our son in the future. That's what we're doing when it comes to legacy planning for our son. One reason to save is also for long-term goals. Alam naman natin sa ating buhay na may long-term goals tayo. For example, is that in the future, you wanna buy a house. So, you can save money now so that meron tayong pang down payment sa bahay na dream natin, sa bahay na gusto nating bilhin. Dahil pag gusto natin ng isang bagay tapos hindi tayo nagsisave, wala tayong ginagawa, hindi natin makamit ang bagay na yun. The most important thing about our aspirations is to act on it, to execute the plan. So if we're planning to buy a house in 3 years time, we can do the math for now na already. So for example, is you want to buy a house worth $400,000, then you can take the 20% figure already for that down payment and then start saving from today. And after getting the 20% figure is i-divide mo na siya, for example, exactly 3 years from now. So 12 months times 3 years equals 36. So that down payment amount is i-divide nyo na lang siya ng 36 and then you will get the amount that you will need to save every single month. You may need to add more pagdating ng panahon, pag bibili na talaga kayo ng bahay, but it's nice that you already have that amount set for your down payment. So that's one of the reasons why we need to save money for our long-term goal. Another way to save is through sinking funds. PC Financial has these savings goals guys inside the account that you can even title it, for example, vacation to the Philippines and how much is it, and then it will calculate kung how long you need to save and then it will come up with a figure na automatic siya magte-take ng amount from your checking account to that specific sinking fund account. This is called like savings goals in there and it's very easy to use. The last but not the least reason to save is for our peace of mind. This is very important. Mental health is very important when it comes to finances. Dahil if we don't have the means to pay our bills every month, magkakaroon talaga tayo ng headaches, hindi tayo makatulog and so and so. That is why it's very important to save so that in case ay mawalan tayo ng trabaho or walang income na papasok sa atin, ay meron pa din tayong pambayad ng ating bills. Dahil we all know na kahit wala tayong trabaho, our bills are still coming in. We still need to eat. This is the main reason why we need to save for peace of mind dahil hindi natin hawak ang future. Kahit na regular tayo sa ating trabaho ngayon, something may happen and then we lose our job. And if we have that savings for the rainy days, is of course magkakaroon tayo ng peace of mind. So now let's go to the ways on how to save money. Alam nyo ba na more than 80% of people ang hindi nagsisave? That's the reason why credit cards are popular, dahil majority of the people around the world are not saving. The first and popular way to save money is to create a budget and track your expenses. Creating a budget seems so simple, but I know, I acknowledge that it is hard. Mahirap talagang mag-budget, especially kung konti lang ang income natin. For me, creating a budget and tracking expenses should go hand in hand, because the way I would like to do it is that first, I would track my expenses. If this is the first time na gagawin ko tong budgeting, is that kailangan ko munang tingnan kung ano ba ang mga expenses na aking ginagastos every month. So one way to do this is that to download your statements from your bank or your credit card company. But personally, I use a software or an app which is called Wave, so that I can see all of the expenses in one dashboard. I only link my bank accounts and credit card accounts in this Wave app or software, and then it will download all of the transactions, incoming and outgoing transactions. So that way, makikita mo talaga lahat ng mga binili mo or income na pumasok sa'yo every day. It's very convenient to use if you want to track your expenses, guys, dahil makakategorize mo siya. You can edit it to categorize it so that you can see it na, oh, this month I spent this much in groceries. Talagang makikita mo siya dollar per dollar kung magkano ang ginastos mo in a category in a month. So this way ay makakapag-budget ka na, kasi makita mo, for example, na, oh my goodness, bumili pala ako ng maraming damit last month. I spent $500 in clothing last month. And then you will realize, I don't have to spend this much. Parang magiging aware ka na this is not a healthy habit, na every month I'm spending $500 on some purses, clothes, and shoes. Is not really healthy. And then you will then make a budget out of it, na instead of having $500 na napupunta sa mga damit, sapatos, ganyan, ay magbabudget ka na lang ng, for example, $100. That's the best way of budgeting for me, is to know your expenses first. I will link down below the Wave app or the software that I'm talking about in this video, so you can sign up on your own and connect your bank account. So far, I'm able to connect all of my accounts, which is a nice thing. I'm not sure if there are financial institutions na hindi sila makakapag-connect, but in my case, I'm able to connect everything. The second way to save money is to prioritize needs over wants. This is very common, guys, diba? Always natin sinasabi sa sarili natin na, need ko ba talaga to? Or is it a want? One way to know if you really need it is that, do I need this to survive? That's a good question to ask to yourself pag meron kayong makitang bagay na gusto nyong bilhin. Dahil pag hindi mo siya need to survive, you can just make a diversion para hindi mo siya mabili. And then, eventually, you will forget about that thing. Now, I'm not against buying the things you want. Hindi totally na kailangan talaga nating bilhin yung mga nakakapag-survive lang sa atin sa everyday. Huwag na tayong bumili ng anything that we want. No, that is not my point here. My point is you can buy the things you want in the future when you are already financially stable. You have emergency funds set aside. You have some investments made, and so on. So, if you are already in that stage, you can buy your wants already, na hindi ka na magigilty na, oh, I should have not bought this thing dahil now I have to use my credit card to pay my power, to pay my water bill, right? The third way to save money is by cooking at home instead of eating outside. Now, eating outside is not really a bad thing, especially during occasions. Sometimes we would like to take our families outside to eat, especially during occasions. Mother's Day, birthdays, yung mga ganyan. But if you are eating frequently outside in fast foods, in restaurants, that will really make a dent sa inyong income. And aside from that, eating fast food a lot is not really healthy. We all know that it's not healthy for us. That's why it's kind of a win-win situation pag magluluto tayo sa bahay instead of eating in fast foods frequently. We can save money and then we're eating healthy, which is a nice thing. It's a win-win situation. When it comes to grocery shopping, you can make a list on what are the things things that you need, what kind of fruits and vegetables you like to eat, so that pag pumunta na kayo sa grocery store, alam nyo na specifically kung ano yung bibilhin ninyo, para hindi kayo kuha ng anything na hindi nyo naman kakainin pagdating sa bahay, and then it will just get rotten in the fridge in a few days time. So if you have a grocery list na specific to what you really like to eat and what you really want, is that ma-maximize ninyo ang inyong budget sa grocery. The next way to save money is to avoid unnecessary subscriptions. Dito sa Canada, malamang ay marami tayong mga subscriptions. Alam nyo ba, one time, we had this Netflix subscription, meron pa kaming Prime Video, and then meron pa kaming Disney. And then it got to the point na, we don't need all of these subscriptions. We can watch a movie in one platform and then that's it. And then I came up with the conclusion na, this Prime Video is connected na sa Prime account namin sa Amazon, which is around $8 a month. So I said to myself, I'm using Prime, so I cannot cut this off. That's why we cut off our Netflix, which is now $25 a month, and also our Disney subscription, which is around $12 a month. Now, if you are confused kung ano na mga pinagsasubscribe nyo sa internet, is you can track this by using Wave. As I've mentioned earlier, you can see everything, kung ano yung mga subscription na kumukuha sa bank account ninyo every month. That way, you can cut off or cancel those subscriptions na hindi nyo kailangan. Ask yourself again, do I really need this subscription? Those are not big amounts, but it will add up, guys. The next way on how to save money is to shop through discounts. I am big on this dahil I'm a mom and I have to shop for school supplies and clothes. Alam naman natin na ang mga bata, they're constantly growing. They're growing every day. They're growing like a weed. That's why yung mga sapatos or damit na binili natin last year ay hindi na magkakasya this year. And one way I do this is that I buy my son's clothes in bulk. And dito sa Canada ay may season tayo, diba? So, this summer clothes, hindi niya masyadong magamit yan during winter time. And the winter clothes, mga long sleeve, hindi rin niya masyadong magagamit yan during summer time. So, what I do is that, dito sa Canada, especially during July and August, yung mga pang summer clothes dyan sa time na yan ay easy sale na nila. A lot of shops are doing clearance sale on those summer clothes already during those months. So, ang ginagawa ko ay punta ako sa website, for example, Old Navy, and then I go straight to the clearance section. A lot of summer clothes will be on sale for like 50% off, 60% off during this time. And also, another trick for this is that you need to subscribe to their email subscription dahil they always email you coupons, discounts, and sales. Dito ay binibili ko na kung ano yung mga future needs ng anak ko during this entire school year. For example, during Christmas time, kailangan niya ng long sleeve na formal attire. He needs this certain type of shoes and so on. He needs socks and stuff. That's why binibili ko na lahat yon, and that's how I do it. That's how I save when it comes to discounts. Another way to save money if you're in Canada is through thrift stores. Especially when it comes to the kids, guys, there's a lot of items in thrift stores na magagamit pa natin sa ating mga anak. For example, yun, mga jackets, mga ganyan, is very cheap over there. And also in Canada, we have what we call like family place where you can get kids clothes and shoes for free. Yes, it's all free, guys. You can go to your local family place or something similar dito sa Canada and get kids items for free. And the last but not the least to save money is to review your policies, like annual policies for your home, for insurances. One example that I encountered very recently is that we have 2 cars, right? And then my husband's truck needs a battery for now. And since walang pasok ang anak namin because it's summertime, it's summer break, so he can use the jeep to go to work. So he doesn't really need the truck for now since it's summer break. So what we did is we cancel the insurance for that truck for the meantime until gamitin na namin siya ulit, which is in September when my son goes to school again. So guys, I hope that helps you in determining on how to save money, and if you haven't subscribed, please do so that you can see future videos like this in our channel. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye!